Oh, there we go. Seems I had a wire cross there. Just there we go. Now I can see the chat. Alright, there we go. So first off, I need to make a new planet for this, or a new world for this. We'll call this... Make sure my mic is on. Yep, all good. Call it community. I guess not community, we'll call it request. Build stream 1. We'll keep that for future reference so that we can always come back and look at some of the stuff we built during these streams. I request a spaceship that looks like a school bus. That is certainly doable. Alright. See what we can do about that. We'll try to keep it to like 15-minute speed builds a request. That'd be a fun little challenge if I can do it in 15 minutes or less. Well, I need build info. I need leak finder, especially if I'm making a school bus. I'm really tempted to use cast spectator, but it always ends up badly for me, so guess I'll avoid it. Obviously, you're going to keep it vanilla, but disable block limits in regards to PCU. There we go. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get a timer set up. Maybe that's like a plugin or something? Get a timer for 15 minutes and see what happens. Wonder how I would do that. If it's a display capture, let me test if this is a display capture, not just streaming the screen itself. Because if so, theoretically I could put a timer up. It might just be a little bit of a pain to set up, but it's certainly doable. It's certainly doable. I think that's a fun format, 15 minutes per build, so it's a little bit of a speed build challenge on my end. But also keeps the queue from getting bogged down by any one thing, because obviously, being me, I'd spend 3 hours just building the bottom section of a school bus. I know we also got a request for a missile silo earlier, so we will dedicate 15 minutes to that too. Oh, you can time it? That'd be cool. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. I just want to figure out a way to get it displayed on screen so everybody can see it. Plus there's like a little bit of like the psychological element of seeing the clock tick down more and more. It's gonna stress me out, so it'll be kind of fun. I feel like I should make an edit of like Jeopardy music that just gets increasingly more aggressive and dissonant as it gets closer and closer to the end of the timer, but I feel like I'd get every single video copyright struck immediately. Alright, so in all fairness, I will get my toolbar set up before I start anything. So let me get my light blocks. I guess they're called light armor. Make a separate screen with a YouTube video. That's a timer. I feel like that takes more monitors than I currently have, but that's a pretty good idea. I think I will look into that for the next time I do this. But yeah, if you could time it, that'd be awesome. I'll time it on my phone as well. Keep it to 15 minutes. It's a fun little challenge. Let me get the beams. Truss pillar, that's like my favorite block. Get some scaffold. Alright, the rest we could just kind of figure out as we go. I think that should be enough for now. Control panel. Alright, so first up, 15 minutes is the school bus. Let me get my timer going. Alright, 15 minutes starting now. So I think if I'm doing a school bus, I'll keep it small grid. Because there's no real reason to. Oh, that's a school bus, yellow, if I've seen one. Alright. Let me see if I can get some wheels. I don't usually build with wheels, so this will be interesting. But it's definitely manageable. First things first, get me out of this gravity. I'm not gonna have to deal with that right now. So we'll do a base. How large is a school bus? Let's see, how large am I? Okay. So I'd say a school bus is probably 3 of me. Because you have room for 2 people to sit, which is like the length of 1 person. But you need the hallway in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 10. Then length. If it's 10 in length, it's really rectangular, so it's probably got to be at least, what? Oh wow, quite a bit longer. Okay, about 50 in length. There's a lot of room to work with for thrusters, that's quite nice. Alright, cool. Let's get some walls up. Obviously this is very crude right now, but we'll refine it if we have the time. Let's go 10 high. I feel like... Oh, it's a little tall for a bus. This might be a little bit of a monstrous sized bus. Let's cut it down by 3 blocks. Now that I'm standing in it, is 50 reasonable? I feel like I didn't have to go for a brisk jog for a solid 4 or 5 seconds to get off my school bus. So let's take off a good 300 on that end. Okay, this is feeling more reasonable. This is feeling a little bit more reasonable. Let's go out 5. Okay, this feels about right. Yeah. Okay. And then I don't know if all buses do this, but I think my bus had a little bit of like a something like this to it. Not quite sure what that was. Is that even 2, 1? No, it's not. I had one on this side. Alright, so if I'm gonna do a school bus, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my height. Then 1 above that. So 6. Bring that all the way down here. Bring that all the way down here. That's 1 too high. Right? Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly, buses kind of do a little bit of a slope. It's not like the roughest slope in the world, but it's enough that it's noticeable. Especially if you're trying to do like the fire drill thing and you have to climb out the window. Or not the window, what is it? That hatch on the top. It's quite noticeable slope the roof is. Probably an aerodynamic thing, which I suppose will matter with this, given it's going to be a spaceship. It'll get you to school on time, that's for sure. Can't ever say the bus made you late if it's a spaceship. Might have to do 30 minutes of build. I feel like if it was like Minecraft, 15 minutes is reasonable, you know, that like Hypixel build game, but I can't possibly wire anything in 15 minutes. So maybe we'll do 30. That feels a little more reasonable. We'll see what we can do in 15 though. Maybe we'll make something interesting happen in that time. The pressure will get to me. Like I was saying, the psychology of seeing the timer gradually get lower and lower kind of makes you speed up, so that might be part of the fun of it. I feel like it's on that slope for the roof. Looks about right. Hey, that looks pretty good. It's a little wide. It's a little horizontally challenged. It's alright though, nothing I can't fix. Do a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Then we'll just take this whole layer off. This needs to be brought out a little bit more. No. Actually, yes. Needs to go like that. There we go. That looks a lot better. Yeah, that's much more like it. Let's have this go out too as well, and then we'll get to that. That's a little bit more reasonable. That's a little bit more bus-like. Get the crude shape up here. Alright, that's feeling bus-like. Is that even on both sides? If it isn't, I don't care. Don't have time to square that up. Get this. Since it's going to space, we're gonna need a lot of seals. I don't know how I'm gonna get that door to work. I guess I could just use a normal sliding door. It'd be kind of fun to get some sort of custom airlock, but definitely don't have time for that in 10 minutes, I suppose. Actually, what is it now? 8 minutes 30 seconds. Oh goddamn. Alright, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to figure out the slope for that. So I will save that for... Oh my god! Oh, check this out. If you ever have an auto shutdown, quick shutdown -A in command prompt, no more. Crisis averted. We'll call that a challenge obstacle. Some will say it's scripted, but I don't fake my videos. I don't want to pull that down at a harsh angle. That would look kind of weird. Actually, I guess let me see what it looks like. That looks more like an airplane. I kind of just built an airplane, but we'll shape it. Airbus. Oh shit! It's an Airbus. Literal Airbus. That'd be funny. Oh, it might not have showed that on the stream. It tabbed me out of my computer, and it was doing an automatic shutdown, and I had to cancel that real quick. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, so let me just get to the seat part. So I know this middle aisle is a little bit of like a dark gray. Gradient. Or dark gray, yeah, not gradient. What is this called? No, not that. Corrugation? I don't think it's that fancy, but I think it's that deep, but something like that. If I remember correctly from my bus, the engine was in the back, so I'll put the hydrogen engine right here. It's also loud as fuck, so kind of hard to not know where it is if you sit in the back of the bus. I'll give it 3. It's not even, but give it. Okay. Bit of a conundrum. Oh, that works. Cool. That actually looks pretty good. So we'll get that squared up in a little bit. Let me get these passenger seats. So go like, if I remember correctly, the back of the bus is a little bit wide. It's a little bit, what's the word? Raised, it's sloped. Is that where the engine is? I feel like that's goofy. I might be getting the square front bus and the more truck-looking buses mixed up. But honestly, I don't care. It's a spaceship. It's not. We're not going for school bus realism here. That feels like a pretty reasonable amount of seats for a bus. Feels about right. So this part we'll do. Yeah, we'll do some sci-fi armor. That's a little too far forward. There we go. That actually looks pretty accurate. Pretty accurate to how I remember it, at least. Oh, you saw the screen go crazy. Makes sense. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on there, honestly, but happens, I suppose. I'm not really sure how I managed to get that done in time, but I did. Alright, so put some panels over this. Oh, that looks cool. Close this up with some more right here. And I know the buses had some little windows, but they weren't large in the back. 2x3, that sounds pretty close. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, alright. Well, that fits just perfect. Cool. Have that go like that. Yeah, this works. Oh, wasn't there like a fire exit here? I don't care about that. No fire exit. You go down with the ship in this one. I'll make this... I guess it's yellow on the inside too, isn't it? And then these have their own windows, so... Where's that at? Right here? Nope. There we go. To right. Boom. Can't see if that's... Okay, that works. Just trying to save myself time by getting it from over here, but it looks like I'm losing myself time in the process. Yeah, this is probably the better choice. Go back one more. Alright, there's that taken care of. Go back one more on this. Yeah, no fire exit, they're banned. Alright, this is more like it. Is that 5? It's not. That's a little tough, because I'm gonna make it 5 anyway. Ah. Yeah, Retro Future probably would have been a better... Nope, nope, nope. I was right the first time. But I don't think the bus door... Doesn't matter. Alright, let's get the driver's seat. Actually, we'll make it a square bus. If we're gonna do the square bus engine, for the sake of time, it's a square bus. Who needs aerodynamics when you have good enough thrusters? Oh no, that's time, damn. Tragic. Well, here's what we managed in 15 minutes. So we got the outside of a bus, kind of. This resembles something that could be bus-like, I suppose. This roof is a little high. I know I could hit my head on the ceiling if I wanted to on speed bumps, so this is a little bit tough. Well, honestly, for a first attempt at a speed build, that wasn't too bad. Alright. I'll save that for the fun of it. We'll leave that there. What is the next build? What are we feeling for this next build request? Missile Silo is obviously going to take me significantly more time, so I'm just going to do that one because I want to. I'll do a stream on that one. Let's something that, let's say 30 minutes for this next build. A little bit more detailed. I don't know what you can do in 15 minutes in this game, short of, I don't know, make something that spins really fast and... really, what could you make in 15 minutes? Maybe a drone? Like a really minimalist drone? Even then, take a little bit. I could probably speedrun a drone though. Well, I'm gonna drink some water real quick. And in the meantime, build something that is colorful. Yeah. Is there anything in particular that you would want me to build that would also happen to be colorful? No, it's harder to list things you can't build in this game than things you can, so it's kind of sky's the limit in regards to that. Kind of cool to build like a castle or something. I feel like that'd look pretty sick. Or something large grid. I don't know the last time I used large grid. Probably forgotten how to build with it at this point. Don't remember what blocks it has. Oh, a small residential spaceship. I like that. Yeah, like a little deep space sleeper craft. I think that could be cool. Oh, castle. Yeah, castles are cool. Okay, how about this? How about this? What if we make a castle that is a spaceship? Best of both worlds. I think castle spaceship might be the move. color would that need to be? That's pretty castle-like. Yeah, I could imagine a castle that color. Alright. I will set the timer, but this is just such a fun idea. I'm not worried about going a little bit over on this one. This is goofy. Alright. So we'll do... Yeah, I won't make it small grid for the sake of time. Let's do 25 by 25. No realism on color must be goofy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make it look like what is it? Fisher Price. I'm gonna make it look like one of those Fisher Price jump houses then. A little bouncy castle. Oh my god, that's hard to look at. It's perfect. Then we'll make this all plastic. Where's the plastic? And let me get a good orange in here. Oh, that was a really good one. Yep, that'll do. That's perfect. That is hideous. This is perfect. If I saw this thing flying at me, I'd run. I'd certainly get out of there. Like, I don't know what that is, but it hurts to look at, so I'm not gonna find out. Let's go to a little bit more space to breathe, if you will. There we go. Oh, missing a row on this side. So we'll go 10 on each side. Oh wait, there's no roof on castles. Got a little lost in the sauce on that one. Then we'll have this right here. Alright, for this interior, we'll do blue. And we'll do the cow armor. Oh yeah. Yep. It's looking like a Chuck E. Cheese playhouse already. Tell you what, well, as long as we're going for that, do a little bit of a purple, do weldless. Let's go all in on that. Bright red. We'll do a woodland. Yep. Magenta, where's pink? There we go, that's a pink. We'll do pink digital camouflage. We might want to keep this one to 15 minutes. I don't know how much longer I can look at this. We're only 6 minutes in. This time the timer is the punishment. It's 15 minutes till you can stop. Alright. The walls will be glamour armor, and we will make them bright blue. Why does that look green? This is blue, right? That's blue. That looks sick. What the fuck? Oh. Actually, I don't give a shit if I curse. I've already cursed enough times. That looks awesome. Why have I never used this? I think I have, just... That looks awesome. I never used that, that texture. Alright, this is getting castle-like. We're getting there. We'll do frozen yellow armor for this one. Oh, this is way larger than I thought it was. Holy shit. I forget why it's called large grid. Wow. I have not built with these blocks in so long. This is like monolithic. Good lord. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the size of castles. Like, wow, I thought that was way smaller than it actually is. I only needed like this much right here. Huh. Alright, now we gotta do these things. I don't know what these are called, but they look cool, so I want them. Thank God that's even. Or I mean, thank God that's an even or odd number. I'm not quite sure. Otherwise that would be really inconvenient. Yeah, they really weren't lying when they said large grid. How large is one block? That block is... oh my god. Alright, well that makes sense. If you're building a large ship, you gotta have large blocks. Maybe I should build with large grid again. Maybe that's what I'll do next. Maybe I'll build a big large grid ship. I haven't built one since I think the first, like, large ship I built. Which was that weird, I'm not sure what I called it, honestly. I think it's just called large grid. Yeah, this fella. It's like a little... It's inspired by, like, octopi and, like, cuttlefish and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting looking. Well, that certainly is castle-esque. I think I'm going to switch to building a large ship, because that honestly sounds kind of fun. I don't know the last time I built a large ship. I need to do the Andromeda colors, so let me get... Actually, I'll do the classic. Keep it all silver for now, and then come in with the paint job after the fact. Keep it simple. If I'm gonna build a large ship, I might as well go pretty crazy with it. So let's see what 50 blocks looks like. How long would it take to run from one end to another? Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, I've built small grid ships larger than this. Significantly larger than this. That castle's right here. Yeah, I'll relocate it. Put it right there. But I have it saved, so no worries on that. Let's see what let's add another 50 to this. Make it maybe 150s to go. Please? There we go. So what's 150 looking like? That's... Can I drive from one end to another? How long would this take? I need it to feel unreasonable. Like, what is the point of building a ship if it's not going to be unreasonable in scale? Go big or go home. I feel like this is medium. This is pretty medium. Because right about now is where I would have hit the end length for my largest small grid ship. Maybe a little bit closer to here. So it's only about 30% bigger than the largest ship I've built. But it's large grid, so I could build so much larger, obviously. So I think we will go 250. I think that's what we gotta do. Actually, let's go 300. Why not? Like I said, go big or go home. Yep, that's sizable. What would 350 do? Alright, that feels unreasonable. So it's perfect. I need to be making these giant ships in preparation for Space Engineers too. Oh yeah, just that is going to be so much PCU. I'm going to hit the PCU limit in vanilla pretty much right away. Alright, so let's get just a little bit of a blank canvas to start with, because I really don't know what shape I want this to be. Yep, we're getting some lag, so we'll stop there. Yeah, it's pretty sizable. 350 might be a little bit much. Let's make sure this can still be flown in the game, as is. Don't want to wait 10 minutes between each use. But we're getting close. I can't do 500, that'll crash the game. 350 almost crashed it. Okay, that's still quite ginormous. So if I wanted to land a relatively large ship in here, could I? Not particularly. Doesn't really feel like it. I could land like a kind of large ship in it. But in terms of large grid, I feel like even this isn't that much. Let's double the width of this. I think if I double the width and length, that might be a good size. do you mean copy has failed? Don't fail. This feels reasonable. This I like. I think this is how we'll do it. Whatever this size is, this feels appropriate. Oh my god, that it did not like saving that. Alright, so let me think about this. What would be the best way? I want it to carry some pretty large ships. I mean, obviously small grid ships are going to fit inside this perfectly, but... A giant rock grinder with processors. As in like a large drilling facility? Or like a drilling ship? Yeah, I can do that. I was kind of thinking about making some sort of oil rig style thing for SE2 because they'll have the water. So I think it'd be fun to have some kind of oil rig. We'll keep that small grid though. Actually, if we keep it small grid, let's make it the size of this because this is quite monolithic. Oh, if it's an oil rig, how large is an oil rig? Hold up. Okay, Google. Time to figure out how large an oil rig is. I'll be honest, I don't know why I looked up blueprint, because I'm not reading all that. How large is your average blueprint? Am I stupid? Oil rig. Oh, a ship. Okay. Well, hold up. I'm already on a oil rig rabbit hole. Let's at least find out. Standing at a height of 1,000. Okay, hold up. In width. 200 feet, 60 meters. But these are, what are these? 1 meter? So 60? What does that look like? Oh, okay. So like double this at minimum. We'll save that for another day. We'll save that for Space Engineers 2. Because I think that'll break the game as is. That's larger than my largest ship. And that already takes like 10 minutes to load in. So yeah, a drilling ship. Do you want small or large grid? I pretty much only do small grid, but I mean if you're doing a drilling ship I understand why you might want a large grid one. It's a good idea too. I built a lot of it like expensive ships and missiles. Don't really have a way to farm the materials to justify the expenses. So let me get, I already know this is going to take hydrogen. Do some heavy lifting. So we get a little bit of hydrogen. Looks like I got hydrogen there too. Get a hydrogen tank. I always forget to put oxygen tanks on my builds. Then I wonder why the moment I load them in survival to test them out, I just suffocate instantly. Depending on if it's large grid or not. Oh, is this? Oh, this is only large grid. Okay. Yeah, it does change which blocks I can use. Whatever works for you. All right, I appreciate that. I'll do small grid. I think that's what I'm a lot better at. I guess do you wanna give me an idea of like the scale of this pretty large one? Let's see what the small grid drills look like. So this is the scale of a small grid drill. Not super resource heavy, so you could get away with using quite a bit of these if you wanted to. I mean, you could do 25 like that without much issue whatsoever because you're on small grid. I mean, that's probably the size of what? 3 large grid ones, a 3x3 a large grid. So we could do something like that. Could make it a little bit larger. Or if you're looking for more of like a smaller one, maybe we'll do like 4x4 on each side. So 2 drills like that, 2 drills like that. But I think, honestly, mining rig, if you're going to do processing, I think the only way to process things on a small grid would be with the Prototech thing. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get, so let's go with large grid, I think, for the sake of simplicity. Alright. Do you have any particular colors or anything? I'll kind of just do my thing. I'll show you what my color palette kind of is real quick. But I'll probably take from my current builds, unless you have like a specific interest. That's going to take a minute to load in, isn't it? Please, I just want the paint. There we go. Like I said, this is why I don't build super big things, because the game doesn't like it that much. This isn't even that large. Sure, there's 150 guns approximately on it, but it could be larger. But this is, generally speaking, the color palette I use. So, giant rock-eating one. That's an awesome idea. Okay, yeah. So this is generally like the style I go for. I think we'll stick to that. It's quite a like grungy feel to it. If you're doing a mining ship, you don't want it to feel super luxurious. So I think this will be a good color palette. So let me go ahead and copy some of these real quick. Does that silver? It doesn't matter then. Where's the reds I use? There it is. It's a pain in the ass to get every time. Did that work? Yeah. Alright, where's the gray I use? Actually, I think this is all just silver, apart from that. No gray in here, huh? Okay. Actually a little bit easier. So yeah, let's see. What's the size of this space rock? Oh, good lord. That is way larger than I thought it was. Okay. Well, it's certainly not undoable. It's certainly not undoable. But it is ambitious to say the least. Here, I'll build a ship that is, let's make it the size of this thing at the very least. I don't know if I can make a drill that size and not crash the game, but yeah, let's try to get something about this large. Good old-fashioned retro future. So that's 55. Wow. Let's just keep going and see how long it takes to reach the end of this thing. So now we're kind of getting to the actual... Here, where is this? It's pretty much right at the edge of it, so we'll discard that. How many blocks? Oh, I can just do this. Why did I not think of that? Wow. Perspective is insane. Even when I'm this close, it's so much larger than I expected. So we'll go 100 up just so it's a little easy to see. Oh, apparently that's not even top of it. Alright. So if this is... Oh, keep with me now. Where is it? There we go. Oh, 100's the limit, I guess. It's about 250 blocks in length. So, make sure I can actually verify that. so that's 100. It's about a third of it. A little over a third. Probably 2/5. So yeah, about roughly 250 blocks in length. So let's keep it to 100. 100's a little bit more reasonable. I think anything over that tends to make the game unhappy at large grid lengths. I'm not really sure. I haven't worked with large grid in a pretty long time. But this is definitely much better suited for something like this. Wow. Game did not like that. Game did not like that. Start out just a little bit at a time. I'm quite excited for Space Engineers 2, so I don't have to deal with this. I have quite a beefy computer, and it still cannot handle this. Alright, well at that length this needs to be at least 4 times that in width. At least overall. It doesn't need to be a big cube, just generally speaking. Because what would this be compared to like a hydrogen tank? Again, I gotta... Oh, okay. Yeah, that is actually a pretty good size then. So we'll have this be the base of it, and then maybe we'll have the nose of it be up front. Okay, so this will be the whole of it. That'll be a nice one. So if we're gonna do... What is the length of this? If we're gonna do that, then I suppose it'll have to be about the same in height as it is in this length, which would be, what, 100? My math's right? My math isn't right. That's that's pretty normal. Math isn't usually right, but so it need to be 80 high? Does that make any sense? We'll see. About 50. Oh, that's outrageous. Nah, nah. Should have known better. Keep it, let's see what 30 looks like. I'm feeling 30. 30 seems pretty appropriate. I mean, here, let me show you. Let me pull out the Ton 618. It's something I've designed in the past. I think let's model it off at this, but then make it drilling oriented. Because this is a civilian ship. And it's mainly meant for, it has a little processing section, but it's mostly meant as like a support role. If you know like the Carrack in Star Citizen, I didn't mean to build a Carrack-like ship, but I really probably just subconsciously was influenced by that ship because I really like it. Ended up pretty much building a Carrack. What is that in comparison to this? Oh, okay. So this is actually pretty reasonable in size. So this is only about 2 ton 618s. Yeah, okay. So we can definitely go a little bit larger with this. Let's go another 30. I think that's well warranted. I don't know what I just copied, but I hope it uncopies. It's not like this is going to be one just super dense cube of blocks. Obviously, we're going to shape this a little bit. But yeah, let's keep the Ton 618 here because that is one of my favorite ships. And if we're going to be mining, then maybe we should do the Circinus colors. It's the civilian. It's that kind of light purple and stuff you see. Yeah, let's do a Circinus, like Circinus color palette for this one. I don't know that I've done this color palette on the interior in a very long time. Then again, I haven't done large grid in a very long time, so I guess we'll be learning. Oh, sorry, timer went off when I was doing the time challenges, but having a lot of fun just building some a little bit more complex stuff, so we'll stick to that for now. Oh, is this the same color? Is that why that's doing that? That makes sense. Okay. That's just carbon fiber, I guess. Is that really the only two colors? Does not seem like that. Must just be different textures. Huh. There's not much color. Oh, okay, okay. There's one more. I was gonna say, it feels like there's gotta be more colors on here. It's not very different, but it's different. Wait, is that the same one? Oh, come on. Damn. We are not beating the only two colors allegations. Oh, is this a different one? Okay. Cool. There is three colors. I'm not going crazy. I knew there was three colors on this. I was like, I don't usually build two color ships. Usually there's at least like 3 or 4. Counting like silver, of course, but alright. So if this is going to be the size, I'm going to use this as a template. I got this in the background just as reference. We could make this a little bit larger, yeah? A little bit taller. Now that it's this size. What about, let's go up. Let's go up 20. That feels acceptable. Yeah. Yeah, that feels acceptable. Alright. If it's gonna be a drilling rig, obviously, you'd think you just want to do like a normal. What is it? What is it the boring company uses? I'm sorry that that's the only one I know of, but what is that weird drilling rig that's like super flat-faced called? Obviously, that's like the go-to. But it's also like kind of boring to build. You're just building a worm. Like I've built that before. Where is it? I literally called it the ball worm because it just looked like a worm. I mean, if you want this fella, I'll send you this fella today. But it's not. This was very early into me developing the ability to build ships, and it was one of my only large grid at the time. I had fun with it though. So I want to avoid doing just the worm-looking ship. You know what? I have an idea. Let's. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Okay, let me take a drink break real quick, and then I have something that might make some people a little bit irritated, but I think it'll be a funny idea. I think I'll have fun with it. Alright, be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Just grabbing a drink. So 30 more seconds and we'll get back to building the ship. Alright, we're back. I was gonna make a little funny segment where we consulted ChatGPT on what a ginormous drilling ship should look like, but I decided against it because I actually had a better idea. So, let's see. What are those giant excavator? Yeah, this thing. What if I made like a giant flying one of those? Like obviously it won't look like this, it'll be a spaceship, but I like this scoopy thing. I really like that. I want to build that. So if it's gonna center around the scoopy boy, let's figure out how to do that real quick. Prototech drill. No, no. That's far too expensive for being that small. We need more of these. Okay. So this is the template we're going with in terms of like a size reference. So how big should each bucket be? I feel like a 5 by 5 is a good place to start. It's probably going to be way too small. That's way too small. Okay. Maybe 15. Yeah, 15 by 15. Per bucket? Yeah. It'd have to be, wouldn't it? No, let's do 10 by 10. 10 by 10. 15 by 15 is a bit much. It's only 50 tall. Yeah, 10. Even that feels like, I mean, in proportion to the size of it, it is about a third, isn't it? Huh. And this is what? 80 wide? 60, 80 wide? So, let's get this a little bit closer actually. I might need better scale reference. Oh, so that's what 10 looks like. Yeah, 15's fine. God, again, perspective is so insane. When you're this close to something, and it's that scale, it's hard to tell. Alright, so I feel like we're definitely good to do 15. I'd argue, yeah, 15. 15. Because it's per scoop, and there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 scoops on that thing. So let's see, let's get 9 right here. Yeah, tunnel boring machine. Sorry, I just saw chat. Hmm. Yeah? Yeah, that feels about right. If I'm making a asteroid eating thing, I feel like it should take me a solid, like, full, what is that, 1 second? 1 Mississippi, yeah. I feel like it should take me a full second to fly across the bucket. Feels about appropriate. This diameter, or I guess not diameter, it's not a circle. This width seems about right too. Alright, so that'll be that part of it. Now to making it a circle, or I guess a cylinder. Where's my junction? Oh, I'm too used to using Too used to using small grid. So which one is the center? So this is 15 by what? 10? So it'll be 8. So let's make this 11 so it's just easier to work with. Oh, you saw the one in Seattle? Yeah, makes sense. That's pretty cool. I wonder what it's like to be inside one of those things. Probably looks like a submarine or something. Or maybe they don't put people in them. It shows how much I know about them. Oh, I don't like that being facing the wrong direction. There we go. So we'll go 8. Then we go 6. There's the center. Then if this is 15, in length, then this will probably need to be at least 30. Right? Let's do 25. What does that look like? So 25 and 25 probably. Is that 25? Let me make sure I measured this right. Did I add 25 or did I? Okay, cool. So another 25. But I'll just copy this. There we go. Oh, that's annoying. Boom. Ah, I've made a fatal error. Making it an even number. There we go. Now it should be 51. Loud is the only word. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's literally like scraping rocks. It's nails on a chalkboard 24/7, I'm sure. Alright, it's getting there. That's not even, is it? Maybe it's a perspective thing again. I can measure that. Oop. So this should be 25. Why? Why is it not? Okay. This should be 25. It is. This should be 25. It is not. Okay. Easy fix, easy fix. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that in spectator mode. Alright. Same here. Alright, what is that? 22, 23, 24, 25. I shouldn't eyeball it. That's how I got to this mess to begin with. What is that on each side? 6, 6, 8, 8. Okay, I did eyeball it correctly. Alright, is it even now? What? What's going on here? 27. Yeah, that's right. Alright, now is it even? That looks better. I think that might be. Oh, it's building walls as it's basically scratching, doing nails on a chalkboard. They couldn't pick a struggle. You either get the pain of construction work or you get the pain of nails on a chalkboard. You don't get both, but they said nope, too bad. Your hearing damage was not related to your position. No, that's the joke they always say in the army. People in the artillery unit 2 inches from something that's like 400 decibels if they don't plug their ears with the proper equipment. So your hearing loss probably wasn't service related. So, oh, okay. Nice. Might have to copy one of these real quick. Toss that over there. Please don't. Okay, I knew I put some velocity on it. Damn it. Is this right above it? There we go. Boom. How do I guarantee it's a circle? I mean, I guess you gotta put rotors on it anyway. Just use rotors. Or not rotors. Hinges. So I guess this isn't even necessary. Unlucky. I guess the question becomes, can I fit 2 in that radius? Or just 1? I'm thinking maybe 2. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what that would look like. That's almost, man. Oh, yeah, yeah. If I can move that down a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that could work. So what would I have to do to get the hinges to do that? Just that's all I need. Yeah? Oh, actually, one more. There we go. Boom. Alright. I think I need to put a battery on this before that works. There we go. So let's move this to, what is it at now? 0 degrees? put a little velocity on it, see where it goes. So it doesn't need to go anywhere positive. So go ahead and reverse that. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Didn't mean to make it go that fast, wow. There we go. Then at most it goes 90. Perfect. And then upper limit should be, lower limit. Would that be then 15, 30? Let's try 15. Nope. There we go. No, that doesn't look quite lined up. Maybe it is at a distance. I'm really not a good judge of perspective today, it seems. So we'll go back to hinges. Alright, give it a little velocity. So then it doesn't need to go to the negative range. And then the positive range, it should go to 15. Alright. Let's see if that works. So what would happen if I were to go 25 out? It's a circle, so not that much. So 30 degrees it seems. Oh wait, I'm so stupid. See, this is why I need to do some sort of math classes or something. You know, I'm a psychology major. Math isn't my thing. Usually my girlfriend does the math for me. It's a 90-degree angle. So why would you like trisect it with 15-degree angles? Oh god, dude, it's almost 1. Oh, it is 1 a.m. for me now. If you can't tell. Yeah, obviously it's 30 degrees. I'm so goofy for that, bro. What in the world? Alright, 30 degrees. Negative 30 degrees. Boom. No, that'd be like 20. Also 20. Works first try. Okay. First try. Didn't get it wrong the first time. Alright. So that's nice. Set up the rest of these that way. Guess I can set all their velocities to 2. There you go. That didn't work. Thought it would. Wait. What? What? Looks like it just got locked there. Hopefully not. I've had that happen where it like bends in a way and it can't unstuck itself. Please tell me you can get out of there. Okay, cool, cool. It definitely glitched itself, but got back out, so I won't complain too much. So 30, which would mean this one is also flipped, I imagine. Yep, cool. Alright, alright. Get some lo-fi in here or something. Oh, wrong one. There we go. 30, hinge. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Much appreciated for the idea. I'll definitely keep working on this in a future stream. Yeah, so let me see. 30 degrees. This would be a fun one to have for sure, so I definitely want to build this. Oh, please don't. Wrong angle, buddy. It's okay, though. Let's do... Oh, damn it, I did it again. Wow. You live and you learn, unless you don't. Can you go to 30, though? That'd be really cool. Why? Why is it mad at the... Oh, I'm stupid. That would do it. So now those two are good. Is that all of them? Nope. This one. Once I'm done with this wheel, I'll go ahead and move on to the next build request if anyone has anything. I'll want to keep it a little bit short, 30 minutes or less. It's getting late for me, so probably want to wrap it up, so keep it small grid, relatively small in size. But I'll make a queue for these. I'll work on them in future build streams. I've been looking for some fun ideas on what to build, and this is a really good one, so I'll definitely be sure to keep working on this. I got a missile silo queued up in the stream. That's going to be a future stream once I'm done with the current AI missile build. After that, we'll move on to probably working on this drill, or this drilling rig, because I really need one of these. The missiles I build, they're quite expensive. Let me see if I can spawn one in real quick. These aren't going to pay for themselves, so hopefully the buckets being 3 times the size of the drill each will help expense this. Oh, I did not realize I wasn't in spectator mode there. God, bro, I gotta get some coffee. I'm gonna be staying up this late building. Productivity always hits like 30% at this time of night. Alright, what do we have, 5 and 6? Yep. So that'll be positive 30. And then 0. I got this hinge, so this should be negative 30 and 0. Put a little velocity on that. There we go. Alright, so this should all be oriented now, and then 20 each per course. Oh, apparently this one didn't get set up properly. So there's that one rogue hinge. What is this? 1? Oh, fair enough. Okay, not that way. Boom. Cool. Alright, let's get these connector blocks, or these junction blocks. 20. There we go. Another 20. There we go. This is going to be a fun ship. I'm really excited for this one. I always love those giant excavating rigs. I really don't like the worm build. There's some people who do it super well. Like the Orion, again, I don't like mentioning Star Citizen because I really hate the developers of that game. With an ever-increasing passion by the year of no progress, but the Orion, I think it's called, that thing's awesome. It's a worm, but it's a cool worm, I'll give them that. If you're gonna make a cool worm, I respect it. Where'd I throw that drill wall to? Really don't want to copy this whole thing. I guess I know the size of it, I'll just rebuild it. is this? A little bit more. Make sure I got the measurements of that right. So that's 6, correct? No, that's 7. 7 by 7. So 15 total. Where are we at now? 13? Then if it's 5 on top and on the bottom, that would be 11, so I need 9 more. God, this is the most math I've done in such a long time. And it's at 1:13 at night, bro. What a fucking nightmare I'm in right now, doing math at 1 in the morning. This is crazy. I'm gonna have to switch to Marvel Rivals or something, man. This game takes more brain power than I think I have at this time of night, but it's also when you get some fun builds. It's when you're a little sleep deprived. Looks center enough. I can't see where that's at. Is this just gonna work like right away? Okay, well, it's facing the wrong way, but it has the spirit. Yeah, okay. So that's not gonna work. Had I placed it the right way, it would have. So easy fix, easy fix. Where the fuck is it? Okay. That's such a pain. Wow. This went way better. I do not build circles very often. This went way better than I thought it would. I'm not sure how that happened. I don't know why there's a size difference in this area. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. That's fine, that can be fixed. Not that big a deal. Wow, this went quite a bit better than I thought it would. In fact, it looks like I even have room to add a little bit more drills on it. It's gonna take like 50 nuclear reactors to power this many drills. Do I really need more drills? I feel like at this point I might as well. I feel like if you're building this, you've already shown that you're willing to basically hit the game grid limit just from drills. So why not? Why not? If you've already come this far, you might as well. So I think I can do what? 2 on each side? 3 on each side? 2. Okay, fair enough. Only 1 on this side. Okay. Before I mess this up, I see now that this is going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought initially. So before I mess this up, let's make sure that's still 15. What the fuck? What? How did we get here, bro? What is going on? Okay. Oh, 15 in diameter. Okay, okay. And then 11. Okay, okay, this is right. I'm stupid. This is right. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we'll put 1 on each side. I think this can fit 1 on each side. So now it'll be 13 in length. So what's going on here? Why is this like this? Oh, you know what? Maybe I should move them to 25. Do I? Yeah, I can do that. That might help a little bit. Actually, it'd have to be 27.5, and at that point, it doesn't need to be seamless, it just needs to be mostly. Well, that is not aligned. Come on, if you're gonna be a circle, you gotta be a consistent circle, or it's gonna break it. Okay, that's an easy fix. Looks like I just need to add 1 for each of these. That's not so bad. I think once I get done with this little spinny fella, I'm gonna go ahead and switch games and I'll call it a night. But if you do have requests, I will definitely still take requests. It's just a matter of put them in the queue to get to in in a later build stream. It's pretty much the only game I play apart from Marvel Rivals, so you know, it's never too long before another build stream comes up. Alright, so I think if I just add, move these of course, this part's probably going to be a little annoying. In fact, let me just delete all these because I'm not dealing with that. That's one way to do it. I see, I missed that one a little bit. $25, correct? What? Oh, because this is extended out 3. Okay, I see. God, bro, what is it about this game and tricking me into doing math? I'm having fun doing math at 1:20 in the morning, which is not the way humans were meant to be. So that's 22 and this is 20, right? That was one short. That's 19. So 21 should fix it. Really hoping I broke all these down to the same length. This is gonna be a nuisance to fix. Gotta say, large grid's pretty fun. I don't know the last time I saw a little scoop bucket the size of a house, but now I have. That's something I can't say I did before. I used large grid, so that's quite fun. Hope they make like a super large grid. Space Engineers too, but I don't think they said they were. Need to keep up to date with that a little bit more. Six, 8, cool. How's that looking? I feel like that's better. I don't know if I'd say it's fixed, but it's better, I think. I'm probably not gonna get a perfect circle, so take what I can get. As long as there's not inconsistent spacing. Yeah. Oh. One more? Are you serious? This is the one I fixed, right? No. The ones that are fixed do look right. What's wrong with this one? Just the right length. That is still 19. Thank God I caught that now. It's just saying if I didn't catch that now, it was going to be a massive pain to figure it out later. So, thank God. Did that say 37,000 PCU a bucket? Oh my God. You better have a nice computer if you're using this thing. I placed that off center, didn't I? No. Why are they still not? They still don't feel like they're lined up right. Oh wait, that's 13. That's one of the ones I made 13. That explains it. If I make this 13, does it look like that too? No. No. It's not. So what's wrong with this one now? This one's 11 in diameter. This one's 13. Becomes that close. at 21 blocks. So then this must be short. It is. Wow. Okay. That's unexpected. Wait, no, those are supposed to be 21. You know what? You know what? This is for another day. This is for a day I am not awake at 2, what is it? 1:23 in the morning. I will figure that out. That's a little bit complicated for me right now, but that is a fun one that I will certainly get to. In the meantime, I think I will actually leave it off there. So, uh, yeah, sorry for the bit of a anticlimactic end to the stream. Just a little bit tired, getting a little bit fatigued, building a circle, figuring that out. So, I need to play a game that doesn't make me do math for a little bit. Alright, without further ado, have a good one, fellas.